I think I'm going up there and along that ridge, all the way along the coast there, for about 15k. Okay, so reading instructions again, it does actually say go north along Lawrence Hargraves Drive for 600 metres. So I've just walked 600 metres south and realised that I have no bloody idea where I am. So, quick U-bolt, go back the opposite direction. Back up the hill actually. That's okay, so I'm going to have a lot of hills today I think. And technically speaking, it's still before 10 o'clock. I've arrived here in Coalcliff, so I should be okay. Like, it's going to be a 5 or 6 hour hike, which makes it, from if I start at 10 from the trailhead, it's going to be 6 hours, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Still gives me around about an hour leeway or time before the sun sets, so I should make it out in time. But looking up, can't see now, looking up the top where I was before, from down the bottom, looking back up the top to the escarpment, it looks pretty amazing. And it's great weather today, so I should be alright. Okay, this is what I was looking for. Woody track, forest walk, 1 kilometre, steep descent, walkers only. No access or exit, southern end of Woody track. Walking track from 25th of August, 10th of November. Forest path walking track is not affected. Roadworks being carried out on Lawrence Hargraves Drive, which is what I just had to walk through, which was stupid. Access and entry point for vehicles, pedestrians has been barricaded. For further information, please contact Illawarra area. The forest path walking track is not affected. Access and exit point for vehicles and pedestrians has been barricaded. Okay, I need to get a photo of this, I think. No access to Woody track from Lawrence Hargraves Drive. Shit, that's there, that's where I am. Hold on. Alright, well the sign just said it was barricaded, so I don't know. Let's go up this way to 1 kilometre up this track to the forest walking track. We'll see how far we get, I reckon. Underneath the railway lines. See what happens. Oh good, another sign. I think this is just local area information, but there is a map. So let's have a look at the map. Yeah, that doesn't really help. What's this one say? Wollongong, Port Kenworth Road, Sublime Point lookout. Okay, that's our target. So, finally reached the start of the forest walk track. Straight up. Not surprising, huh? Not bad, eh? After about 20 minutes of, climbing up stairs and scrambling over rocks, I think I made it to the top, or at least the top of the first part of that escarpment. So it's actually nice walking along a bit of just open, it's actually really sandy track. I wonder if that's from all the thousands and thousands or hundreds of thousands of years of ocean breeze blowing in off the coast just down there. Because underneath all this sand, I'm pretty sure it would be solid rock. So there was some people in front of me on the track on the climb up to the top of the hill here, and you might have seen them just at the lookout point at the top there, looking about over towards Wollongong area, I think. So I think they were going to just basically climb up to the top there to the lookout and then go back down. So I backtracked a little bit and found the Junction Point and heading off in this direction now. There's no one behind me, so I've got a feeling it's I've been on the track about, round numbers, about an hour, and I've got about 4 hours left before I get to Sublime Point, and I reckon I'm not going to see pretty much next to no one for the next 4 hours, so that'll be quite nice. I think I found my trekking pole for the day. How about that? Nope. It's actually just broke. Always good to see. And you know what? I actually love the National Parks and Wildlife Service logo. I've never actually seen a lyrebird in the wild. It's actually really weird hiking along here. You can see like the scrub and whatever behind me here, and scrambling over the rocks, like the volcanic rocks. And then every time you look out to your left, I don't know whether you can see it, but in the background there, it's the ocean. It's just like a sheer cliff drop down, and it's the ocean right out there. Meanwhile, I'm still going up apparently. I've actually been making a concerted effort here to make a lot of noise when I'm tramping along, kicking the brush on the track and kicking the rocks a bit harder than I usually would with my feet, because I have a feeling, looking around on this nice sunny day, there could quite possibly be a few snakes out on these rocks basking in the sun, and I really don't want to run into one, to be honest. So what's this say? Bushrock plays a vital role in the ecology, blah blah blah. Endangered species, Broadhead Snake. It's a beautiful snake with spectacular yellow banding against this back dorsal. Says don't remove it. Well, I'm not going to remove it, but hopefully it doesn't try and remove me. So I did pick up another trekking pole, and this one's not great either, to be honest. It's a bit flimsy and old, dried up wood, and could break any minute, but I thought I'll pick it up and carry it anyway until I find a better one, because I want to be able to use it. Oh crap, it just broke. I was going to say, I want to be able to use it to bang on the rocks and scare any snakes off in this beautiful sunshine. And now I'm lost again. I don't know whether you can see these signs here, but I don't know what the hell they mean. This is an arrow, I think, pointing that way. And that's, I don't know, is that supposed to say don't go that way? I guess with those rocks blocked off there like that, blocking that path there. So I'll head down this way. Alright, wish me luck. Alright, I reckon this could be trekking pole number 3. Let's have a look. It's young, it's flexible, just break the tip off, that's loose and flimsy. Alright, I think we have a winner. I remember I used to eat this stuff when I was a kid. The sap from the gum tree. That's pretty hard and dry from the sun, I think. Okay. Alright. That way. Lichens. Composite organism characterized by an algae and a fungi living together in a symbiotic, mutually beneficial relationship. Okay, an actual water crossing. colour of the stream. There must be like the lichen or moss or something, or oxidation in the water. Wow, it's actually so beautiful and peaceful, quiet. Lifelines. Watercourses provide a moist retreat through an otherwise dry environment. Okay, so they've got the red belly black snake, king fern, and eastern water dragon, and Perrin's tree frog. Okay, and the water skink. Let's see if I can see any of those. So I'm going down now, which is quite nice, but it's usually a sign that I'm going to have to go up again pretty shortly. Nice little bridge over the river here. Might be a good spot to stop and have a snack. So this is actually not bad. It's a chicken Waldorf sandwich from Coles or Woolworths that I picked up at Central Station before I left. It's pre-made, packaged, but cost me about $5. I got 2 of them. It's not too bad. So after about 2 hours, I've come from that point over there, that hill, actually around the other side of it, around through this valley, over the creek at the bottom there, and back up the top this side, so I can see a view like that. It's pretty good. I was just thinking this hike is probably one of the best hikes I've ever done. It's so beautiful and it suits me down to the ground, because I love the ocean and I love hiking and I love the mountains, and I get all 3 of those things on this hike. Just out there in the background behind the tree is the ocean and the beach just down near Coalcliff, and I'm up on top of the hills along the coast hiking this beautiful trail with these amazing old massive ferns. I think they're ferns, I don't know, whatever they are, and the huge old big gum trees. Look at this one here, it's amazing. So yeah, enjoying this a little bit. Animals in hiding. A great reservoir of the Illawarra's native fauna inhabits the escarpment forest. So what have we got? The feather-tailed glider, greater glider, depends on tall eucalyptus forests. Long-nose potaroo, once common, today considered rare. Okay. Eastern quail. I actually think I saw a quail running across the path there a bit earlier. And the long-nosed bandicoot. Well, actually, it could have been one of those. I wouldn't really know the difference. It's got some footprint track things there. I'll see if I can keep an eye out for any of those. That'd be pretty cool. How did that happen? You see that rock under there, underneath this big rock? That's pretty weird. Oh, I reckon there's probably a good view from just up there. Let's go have a look. Wow, here we go. Hello, Wollongong. See if I can scamper across the top here. Wow. Yep, I like this place. Look at that. Can you see how clear the water is down there? Not a bad way to spend the day. I think there's some whales out there too. It'll be hard to get shots of that on this camera, but some splashing around out there. There's some really cool rock formations along the track here. I can just imagine hanging out in that cave like back before time. Yeah, high cliffs in this area. Right there actually. I think there's a lookout point just here. Let's go have a look. And of course, use caution. Wow. I'm not going to go any further, but you get the idea. And now we're almost in a rainforest again. Oh, here we go, Rainforest Gully. Rainforest west of the escarpment edge are simple associations occurring as ribbon-like bands along sheltered gullies. Okay. And explains the biodiversity and dynamics of how a rainforest works. Cool. Here's another little sign. It's a pretty special little spot. Oh, okay. That one says it's a line. Follow the track. Okay, next Junction Point, Forest Walk. So we're going to Sublime Point, 5.3 kilometers. That direction, moderate. Hiking track, moderate to fit walkers only. Pets and vehicles prohibited. That's the sign we saw at the other end. So I think it might be over there is the crossing point from this fire trail. Let's find out. Sublime Point, 5 kilometers, Ostoma via Sublime track. Well, that's what we want. It says hiking, camera shots, lookout point, and people on bikes. Okay guys, not too bad. Which way are you going? To Sublime Point? Yeah. So if those guys on bikes are going this way, like just took off in front of me on this exact track, well, it can't be that bad. Like it must be a pretty smooth, reasonable grade track. So bit cruisy for 5k hopefully. So we've got a nice little bridge over a stream here coming up. That looks pretty cool. Guess they went over there on their bikes. Let's see what we can see in the water here. So not a thing. Except for me hitting the railing. So now I'm on the Boardwalk, or the expressway, which is what we used to call it when we did the overland track. Not sure what type of plant this is. It might be, well, related to the wattle maybe, but I just saw some bees hanging around and trying to get the pollen out of it, which is a good sign because I'm a bit addicted to honey and the welfare of bees. So now it looks like I'm on a fire trail access road, which is a little disappointing. It was kind of nice hiking through the bush there, but I don't know what these things are. The big tall flowering stems of those plants. I mean, they're really cool, but I don't know what they're called. And there's quite a few of them around along this fire trail here. Some old dead ones too. Not sure if the light's any good there, if you can see them or not. Well, hopefully the fire trail doesn't last too long when I get back on a hiking trail. So I think I'm running quite a bit ahead of time here. So I'm just going to detour a little bit over here and check out the view from underneath these power poles that are running across the fire trail here, which is probably why there's a fire trail, to be honest, to get access to these. Look at these guys. And the view out over the ocean there. Just take it carefully up here. Wow. Okay, now switch the camera around so I can have a look at this. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay, hold on, you gotta see this. Okay, this is pretty bloody amazing. To be on the edge of a cliff like this, underneath these huge power lines, the view like that over Wollongong. Not bad. So, this has become my go-to snack while out on the trail. Nice to see a trail arrow. Haven't seen one in a while, so I guess I'm still in the right direction. I had to backtrack there for a bit because I missed one of the arrows, but now this looks like the way. By the way, when I stopped my Snickers break, I lost my trekking pole, so this is number 4 trekking pole for the day. It's actually probably the best one I've had so far. These views just keep getting more and more amazing. Let's go have a look over there. Need to be careful because we are literally right on the edge of the cliff here. Wow. How is that even still there? Like, what's keeping it from just getting, I mean, it looks pretty heavy, but a little bit of erosion, strong wind. I wonder what's below. Not a lot by the look of it. Trees. Wow, I've come a fair way. not finished yet. And that looks like it's it, boys and girls. This is the end. This will be Sublime Point lookout area, the end of the track. Bit of a car park and a picnic and barbecue area. Woodward walking track. So, thank you very much, Walking Stick. Fantastic job. You may now retire. See you later. Someone else can use you. What else we got around here? I bet there's a great view from over there. So it's now 2 o'clock on the dot and I've just finished. I started at 10, so that took me 4 hours. Park's website said it was going to take 5 or 6 hours, so I'm a bit ahead of time. But now we're here at the lookout. This is going to be amazing, I think, from up here. Check this out. I don't know if it's better than anywhere else, but it's pretty good. Okay, so this is at Sublime Point. I didn't really get a chance to have a look. It's over at Coalcliff Bridge. There was a few places that were kind of side tracks that led out onto overlooking hangout cliff areas, but they looked quite a bit dodgy. So and as there was nobody around for the last 3 or 4 hours of my hike, I thought it's better to be safe than sorry and not just go where it was clearly too dangerous. So it's still an amazing view from up here. See that in the background. I'm going to find a nice quiet spot here away from the tourists and have a late lunch. So I just stopped at the cafe here at the top and thought I'd grab myself a coffee because I've earned one and it is absolutely horrible. But where else are you going to go, eh?